All right. And we're live. We're live on a Friday night, Father's Day weekend. We got huge news today about Gothic. Let me see. Who's on? We got 7 people in the house. Is anybody in the chat? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know how the audio sounds. We're going to have a special guest here to open the show on the back of massive news in Sorcery Contested Realm today. Special guest of the hour. There he is. All right. Kaya, what's going on, man?
Hey Mike, how is
How
it
you been
going,
doing?
man? I'm fine, thanks. What about you, man?
Great. Yeah. We're excited. We're excited for Gothic, man. Amazing reveal today.
Yeah, thanks for you, for everybody. You seem to have enjoyed a lot, so I'm really grateful. I'm really,
Oh,
really happy.
yeah. Big reaction to the judgment piece. So let me ask you, like, did you know, does Eric's Curiosa tell you that there's going to be a reveal and that they're going to show one of your artworks?
No, no, I didn't know, so I was surprised as every one of you.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. So you had no idea that there was going to be news about Gothic at all, let alone that they would show one of your pieces, right?
No, no, I had no idea. Actually, I thought for example, the consecrated ground would be a totally different card.
Oh. You thought that the painting that you did would be for a different card, you mean?
Yeah, I remember said something about that art for being used for a reprint of Holy Ground
Oh.
as a new art, but it turned out it is a completely new card, which I must admit I enjoyed more.
Okay. Yeah, so like I guess that's pretty interesting because like tell me about, do you remember what the art direction was that Eric gave you on that one?
Uh, yes, I remember he said, well, it's been a while. I remember he said something about being a new art for the Holy Ground, but with a totally new design. It was a new artwork. And I came up with that spiral thing and all. Uh, and I thought it would be the new Holy Ground card, but I think he changed he changed his mind to
Yeah,
a
for
completely
sure.
new card.
Let me find a picture of it so people know what we're talking about. And I'll pull up the one you sent me of you holding the original painting. Did you take that picture like today, by the way? Or is this one you had on your phone?
Yes, yes, I took it today.
Oh, nice.
Uh, both of the artworks are here actually. The
Oh,
consecrated land. I am sure if you can see
yeah,
nicely,
consecrated
it's all
land.
dark here.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
one that you're saying was holy ground or the other one?
Yes, this is the revealed consecrated ground.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I thought you were saying the judgment one was the holy ground, but that makes more sense. The consecrated land.
No, no, the judgment one is right here.
Oh wow, yeah, Day of Judgment, man. Hold that one close. We got to talk about that one.
Yeah, it's really dark here now, and I am unsure if you guys can see it or nightly.
Yeah, are you outside right now?
No,
Or are
I,
you in
I
the house?
am I am in the house, but uh,
Oh, okay.
we have a very soft lighting here, so
Yeah.
I am yeah. So maybe we can't see with all the details. Very nice.
No, it looks nice. I'm gonna pull it up on my screen too. But it's cool to see the original you have on hand. That's freaking awesome. Um,
Yeah, thanks, man.
Let me do
I,
this. Yeah, there we go. So this is the Day of Judgment. So like the art concept on this one, what was the direction he gave you for this?
yeah, I remember Eric said something about a huge golden flame being cast on a vast landscape in the format of a crucifix or something like that, like a big cross. So So yeah, I
Yeah.
remember I did the first sketch, and I did those angels flying to give the power of the divine, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I am I think in the card was possible to see many little demons running around every place. Some demons here on the foreground,
Yep.
the little angels here. In person, it has a lot more details that we can see some old ruins here, and yes, I remember I saw someone saying that if this was indeed a cross or a big sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it was meant to be just a cross, but
Okay.
when I was doing it, I thought, well, a cross has exactly the same shape as a sword, so
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, kind of like, so let me go to the yeah, like the way you were holding it here, it looks like you're wielding a sword, just with your posture. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, a giant flame sword.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be casting like a huge flame, and it seems like it's like a. It's interesting they were calling this set Heaven and Hell before Gothic, or that was the rumor at least, right? Or Angels and Demons, and that definitely seems to be like kind of what's going on here with the three floating angels, and then these. You were talking about the demons. I'm having trouble. Actually, let me see if I can zoom a bit. Yeah, when you zoom here, you can really see like so many. These are like demon figures running from the flame.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
All these tiny creatures are demons. It
Mhm.
has a lot, hundreds of them.
Yeah, you could see
Yes,
on the ones
and
on the side of the ledge, you could see kind of like their horns, so it's more evident there. Man,
yes, yeah, we can't see very clearly here now, but yeah, there's a plenty some demons with more details here.
okay. I
Yeah,
came
but
across good in this picture you sent me. That helped a lot because when you look at the art on the card, let me see if I think I have a picture of the card here too that I posted. Let me find that post. I'm on a community group here. I was flipping out as these reveals like were very unexpected today because they have Dragon Lord coming up like next month. So it was interesting to get a Gothic reveal all of a sudden. Let me see. There's probably a better way to do this.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. In
here we go.
resume, the initial idea, yes, that's yeah.
So is
The
this like?
artwork on the card was.
Did you know what the card mechanic would be, or is this the first time you're seeing what the card gameplay mechanic is?
No, the game mechanic is pretty new to me also. I was imagining something like that though.
It says unique magic damns deserving devils, and then yeah, like the pattern of damage follows the flame. You know, we see that like in a few. There's a lot of that in the sample cards before alpha, and then some of it persevered into alpha. Um, and then we saw like, did you see the one that Aranja did? Aranja art. They like kind of previewed hers first, so there's like an alternate art version of this.
Yeah, I saw that. And also the damage grid has a cross shape also.
Yep. Yeah. So did you know that like you guys would have the same card, or were you starting to second guess it and you're like, oh, maybe he changed his mind and changed your illustration concept, right?
Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, huh? Well, what is going on? Maybe it's a Creo. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's pretty awesome too. Like so, two sets in a row. Like you had a big splash reveal because in the Arthurian Legends you had the play kit cards, which was like all exclusively your art for the Avatar and then the different land artwork you did, and now you're like really expanded in Arthurian Legends, and now with Gothic into more concepts that are beyond just pure landscape. There's a lot of figure art and things, character art, things like that. It's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, thanks, man. I am discovering that I really enjoy doing more things than just landscapes at all.
Yeah, I know you've always been saying that for the past few years, so I'm really happy you're getting the opportunity. Congrats to Vivian too, like on the big her first original painting sale too. Her work is beautiful too, and I think there's a lot of resemblance in your styles. You know, you mentioned like when we did the interview that you influence each other and teach each other techniques and things like that.
Yeah, well, and I think not just me, but every artist, we are always learning new stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, we can always show these things to the world, and I'm really grateful for every one of you guys, the Sorcery family as well.
Yeah, yeah. So are you gonna? Do you expect to have like a bunch more pieces in Gothic, or are you really not quite sure which set they'll be used in?
Well, for this Gothic set, I think we are going to have like more 6 or 7 new cards also,
Awesome.
besides these two.
Yeah, wow. That's incredible. Yeah, it sounded like so when they did I mean, they said it's going to be a big set, so Alpha was like 400-ish, so we're assuming it'll be comparable if they're saying it's another big set. And each of you guys that were Alpha artists had something on that order. What do you have? Was it like 6 or 7 you ended up with in Alpha? Do you remember exactly? I think it was
In
about
in
6 or
alpha, in alpha, I did 6.
okay. Yeah, I could look it up here quickly too. Because there was the one, the shifting sands was the one that they use the Vassal yard work. So we might see here you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the seventh was the shifting sands, right?
Yeah, but yeah, Shifting Sands was exchanged for Basilis one.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, consecrated ground. Now I'm with you. That's it's definitely has that holy ground type vibe with the similar cross that McCall did. And then yeah, this sky is like an epic background too. It almost looks like it's the same or a similar concept to that Day of Judgment with the sky lighting and pattern and stuff. That's supposed to be like the holy essence, like beaming down on the holy site.
Yeah, yeah, I enjoy a lot. In the Gothic theme, I enjoy a lot this stuff of a strong light
Hmm.
coming down to a shadowy place, like light and dark, all of this stuff.
Yeah. How do you so like I know how do you like figure out the lighting and the shadow? I know like some artists do the maquettes, like the dolls, or they simulate it with boxes and stuff like that. Do you like go out and experiment with getting the lighting technique right, or you just kind of use your imagination to try to approximate what it might look like based on the angle of the sun?
Uh, well, for lighting, I just use my imagination. I think it is my style. I always used well the lighting scheme.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks very realistic.
Thanks,
I love
man.
that one.
Yeah, that is my strong point, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, this one says so. This is an exceptional site reflects God's grace. I love the type line text. It really adds a lot in sorcery, and it says evil has no power here. So I think both of yours have that new evil mechanic. This one also, yeah, banish evil and damage units occupying affected squares. So it has that cross style damage. Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, yeah, I believe evil is. I didn't read sorcery official rulings, but
Hmm.
I believe evil is a cards type.
Yep, it's something new for
Yeah,
Gothic specifically. Yep.
yeah, it's like a creature type, so it will interact with the the cards written evil
Hmm.
in the subtypes.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and the new set symbol too, which I think in the other spoilers we kind of saw that, which is kind of cool. But and they got the copyright symbol back, so yeah, pretty exciting, man. And then maybe we'll see. I don't know. Gen Con's coming up. Maybe we'll see more. But like yeah, like you say, they don't tell you when they're going to do these reveals. So you were probably equally surprised and excited today, as all of us.
Yes,
Beautiful picture.
and I am also very excited to see the other artists' works as well. And the ones spoiled today, I was totally blown away by those as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all really great. You can tell that the theme of this set's going to resonate very strongly because people love. It seems like there's going to be some angelic aspects too. It's not all dark gothic, so having that contrast, some people like angels, some people like the dark, more hardcore, morbid art of like a Dan Seagrave or Matthias Frisk and Brian Smith. You know these guys, and you kind of got a blend of everything, which is pretty cool. Really versatile style.
Yeah, yeah, it looks awesome. All the all the thematics about the set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I know you can't talk much about your other pieces, but you're excited and like would you say it's I guess just generically, is it pretty diverse like it was in Arthurian Legends? Meaning like not just landscape style, but like kind of like a variety of styles or concepts?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. How can I say that without spoiling it?
Yeah, don't spoil it. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, I did some very, very different things. I hope
Yeah.
soon we'll discover more.
Okay, awesome. And so right behind you, is that the painting that we just auctioned for Vivian on the wall?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it looks
true.
like it. Yeah, wow. The lighting's good there too. So someone just won that piece. It's around 3,000, I think it closed at. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's really cool how she
Yeah,
did the altar too to match it so closely. That's going to be a great pairing. Nice.
yeah. Soon we'll have to package it.
Yeah. I'll contact you tomorrow about that. But yeah, it's awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on short notice. I know it's like an hour time difference, right? You're down in Brazil.
Yeah, it is just uh, what hour is now?
It's almost 10
Almost
o'clock
11.
here, close to 11 for you. Yep.
Yeah, actually, yeah. By this time, I am usually already sleeping, but
Yeah. How
but
old's
I
your
am
kid now?
so
Is your how old's your kid now? 1 or 2?
my kid now has already 3.
3? Oh my God, time flies. Yeah, I remember when you first had him. Yeah, that's crazy. 3 years. So 2022. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
thanks to her, I am sleeping so early.
Yeah. Oh, it's a daughter. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's awesome. So like, what's the deal? Do you think you might be able to come to America next year for a show or an event, or are you still kind of working out the visa and travel logistics?
Well, I am still having to search about this American visa. It's really, really complicated here in Brazil. Too much
Mm,
bureaucracy.
okay. Yeah, on the Brazil side, and then things are kind of weird. New president in U.S. too, making new rules all the time. So I
It
hope it works
is
out, man. We really love you to come to
it is
Sorcery Con.
weird. It is weird. It is wild. Sometimes I think they decide things just by throwing some dices. I have no idea.
You never know, man. It's very interesting. Something new every day is going on. But yeah, I'd love to see. It's really, I mean, because Brazil is. You were telling me like there's not. It's hard to get product for sorcery in Brazil right now, right? Are there any stores like remotely near you at all, or within the country at least, so you don't have to pay those import fees, or is it not really there yet?
Yeah, we cannot. We don't have an official distributor yet,
Okay.
so we have to import, and the import taxes are very, very expensive. So
Yeah.
it is not accessible to everybody, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, hopefully in time that'll happen. And yeah, keep looking into like the visa stuff and try to make it happen. I think we're looking at trying to do the main event Sorcery Con sometime in either like late January, maybe as late as February, but we're thinking possibly late January. So there's a good, you got like 6 months to get it worked out. I don't know if that's practical or what the rules are, but we'd really love you and Vivian to come and bring the baby too. 3-year-old
Yeah,
toddler.
yeah. Problem is, for the visa to get complete, we may take up to like 7, 8 months, sometimes even a
Really?
year.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So taking an invite for Gen Con, Sorcery Con, without having the the certainty of getting the visa in time, it
Yeah.
is too risky.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, and it's really hard to plan these events out like a whole year in advance because we don't know like the timing of the set releases. We were going to do it before the end of the year, but now it sounds like I think they did announce today that Gothic will be out before the end of the year, but we want to make sure that the event is after the release of Gothic so people can play the new set. But yeah, I guess do the research, see what you can do, and we'd love to see you, man, one of these days.
Yeah, I'll keep trying to go after this American visa so I can participate and attend to
Yeah.
these wonderful events.
Yeah, it's a great time. All the artists had a really nice time meeting each other in person too, and I'm going to try to pull off something similar. Get like 10, 15 artists out there, maybe more. Who knows? There's a lot of artists in sorcery now. So, all
Yeah.
right, man. Anything else you wanted to say? I don't want to keep you too long because I know you got to get to bed. It's a late night for you.
Well, I only have to thank you and everyone, Sorcery family. Yeah, I'm really grateful for to all of you guys.
Yeah, thanks, man. Everyone's begging for that painting. Don't listen to them because I got to talk to you about it first. So, all right, man. We'll say hi to Vivian tomorrow when she wakes up and send her my congrats on her painting sale. And wow, can't believe the baby's 3 years old. Not even a baby anymore. Toddler. I got to start calling her a toddler.
Yeah, yeah.
Or keep you busy.
We're playing all day long here.
Do you guys celebrate Father's Day in Brazil, or is that more of like an American thing? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we come up. Yeah, we have Father's Day here as well.
Is it on
I am
Sunday
unsure.
also?
I am unsure if it is
Yeah.
the on the same day though.
Yeah, this Sunday.
Here it is on July. I am unsure of the exact day.
Yeah. All right. Well, congrats, man. Congrats on the reveal too. Beautiful. Two pieces. I almost forgot about the consecrated land because I was so like obsessed with the Day of Judgment. It's so gorgeous. What's the size again, really quick? Is that you said it's the large it's on a canvas too, right? You said is it the largest painting you've ever done?
Yeah, Day of Judgment is the largest painting I ever did. Uh,
Wow.
Consecrated here. Here is a better lighting, I guess.
Yeah, that's nice size too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
this one
Beautiful.
is 40 by 60 centimeters,
Okay.
and Day of Judgment is, if I remember correctly, 60 by 90, I guess,
Wow.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I gotta go do the conversion later. I can't process it in my head to inches. But it looks big. Yeah. Wow, that's sweet. So you chose to do it vertical based on the concept too? Did do you like the did you know do that like vertical damage type thing, or you just basically said like a large streaking flame? How'd you settle on that canvas orientation? It's unique.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, Eric tells me what type of card it is, like,
Okay.
or if it is an Atlas card or a spellbook card. It is the
Okay.
first thing he mentions. So he just she, he just gives me a brief description of the image. So I do just some quick sketches, and He chooses one he likes the most, and we work together. We work together above that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see your sketch concepts if you still have those. Kind of like if you want to show them. If not, you can show me privately if you don't want it out there. But
Well,
I'm curious.
yeah, I'll have to
It's always
search
really
a
interesting seeing
lot
the rough
more.
sketch and how it manifests into a painting. But yeah, he must have exceeded his expectations on this, man. It's really amazing. I can't get enough of it. I've been looking at it all day since it came out. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on. It's been a long time, so I appreciate it. It's always great talking to you, dude.
Oh, I really thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me for this amazing live stream as always.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Have a good night. Take care.
Take care, man. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya. All right, guys. Wow, that was pretty amazing to see the original painting. Let me put that back on the screen there really quick again. So he sent me these. As soon as this came out today, I was like, Kyle, you got to send me those pictures. I know you got that one. Don't tell me Eric didn't buy it. And then he went out in the yard like within 30 minutes. He went out and grabbed these pictures. Thank God it was like a nice day in Brazil. It looks like, but this piece looks incredible. And here you go on the zoomed in shot, you really appreciate it. Like when you see the original paintings, you see the demon horns and whatnot, and then like all these figures just running from this flame, this scorching beam of light. Incredible. And the angels too. So it's kind of got that angels and demons vibe, that heaven and hell. Pretty incredible. I gotta have this one, guys. You guys need to chill. You guys need to chill with saying like, is this for sale? Is it coming to auction? You gotta chill with that. Especially you, Keel. Always causing trouble. All right. What have you guys been saying in the chat? I try not to look because you guys distract me. Big Impin. What's up, man? Big Impin. Is that what that says? Kyle, your art for Gothic. Here we go. I'll put it up on the screen. Your art for Gothic is looking amazing. That is true. True statement. Can't have it though, Pelly. Get out of here with that. Oh, reprint of Holy Ground? It's the Gothic reprints. It's consecrated land or something like that. Consecrated ground, yeah. It's a new ground. It's a new type of ground. Thanks, Big Impin. We got a whole new type of ground. And it had a different effect too. It said like evil doesn't live here or something like that. See no evil. All right. Was the cross his idea or was that EC instructed? So you heard him explain. I missed your question, Bill, but I apologize. He said he did answer it though. Coincidentally, the art direction was to do this large streaking flame, and I guess in a cross-like pattern, So that's how that came to be. That's pretty sweet. Don't give it to Mike. It will cause his Gadu to explode. That is I'm willing to take that risk, Kyle. Keel. All right. Oh, you just got the foil draft sites in the mail? Nice. Mystic, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Marco from Canada. What time is it on that planet? Are we in the same time zone? It's almost 10 o'clock here, dude. All right, this card, the Consecrated Ground, is my favorite reveal so far. Yeah, I got to tell you, man. Like I said, I literally could not stop looking at it all day long. It's a touching piece. I don't know. You guys called it a sword. Now I see a sword all the time, but I think it's an emotional piece. I need it in my house as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I'll never sleep again until it's look at this. Look at this here. Hang on. It's got to be right next to this bad boy. So what did he say? 60 by 90 centimeters or something? I don't know. I don't think in centimeters, but this guy here is a good 3 feet by 4 feet. Yeah, it's about 3 feet by 4 feet. So if someone could do some clutch math, if those are proportional side by side, I got to have that in my life. I got to talk to Kyle about it. We got to figure it out. All right, so let me see. All right, let me zoom in here. Yeah, so we saw this one with the details. You guys can see it really nice on the screen there. And then the angels. I got to zoom back out. The 3 angels, which is pretty awesome because the hand with the vertical beam of light and then the cross angels are almost kind of like, it's interesting. It's almost like the angels are casting the flame. I don't know. Maybe they're neutralizing it. It's pretty interesting juxtaposition. They have these angelic figures and then these demons running for their lives. It's kind of backwards, right? So the angels are going to have power. I love that. All right. Mike, stop trying to get my museum painting. Now, it's the Arthouse Museum. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you even know? I don't think you even own any paintings, Marco. You go back to collecting your cards there, pal. Oh, here we go. There he is causing trouble. When's it coming to auction? Never. Americans love to gamble. All right. All right. Kyle says, get wrecked. Fit well under Day of Judgment. There you go. Now we're talking. United States of Degeneration. All right. Here's Dan talking some trash. All right, Kyle. Thanks again for coming on, man. Thanks, everyone, for all the love. I couldn't see the comments while I was there. Now you can see them. If you've had it streaming on your phone, actually, I'm kind of scrolling through and showing you the highlights. All right, so I think if Eric is out there watching, ARIC Eric. Oh, we got, what is this? Oh, okay. I thought we had some. All right, let me see what's going on here. All right, I'm going to get the overhead cam ready, guys, because we're going to have, here, while I do that, let me show you the full piece. You enjoy that. I'm going to get the overhead cam rocking because we're going to show a few pieces of work here. And then we're going to do a sample pack break. And then we've got to talk about, there's a lot of new people coming into Sorcery, so we've got to talk about what sample packs are all about. So we'll do that. 1 second. So menu. All right, USB streaming. Here we go. I do have the new 2-player playmats. So I showed you guys the Severin single-player playmats. Please like and subscribe. He's begging you to please like the video and subscribe. Thanks, man. I always forget to say that. All right, so we're going to go with overhead cam and do a little show and tell action like we like to do. So what I need to do is present or invite. All right, extra camera, the ZV1, and there we go. All right. All right, so we got the overhead cam, we got the keyboard. This is the Phylos. Do you see my logos over here? Buried next to this impish guy. And then over here, we got the Severin logo. All right, so we got the Severin logo. So what just kicked off? Let me see where we're at here. Let me load up the Discord again. See where we're at with the... We got an auction. So the Philosopher's Stone Alpha Artist Proof. There's only 29 of these in the world. There's the 25 that were given to the artist. And then there's the 4 to the top backers. Let me see. Oh, so Miltu Med missed the close. I was wondering about that. He missed a Vivian painting. All right, we're at $777 for the Philo Stone. Has not hit reserve yet. So the Philo Stones, I think every Philo Stone that has been auctioned so far, I want to say, what was the lowest? 2,200 something or 2,800? So the Philo Stone, there's only 29 copies, square corners, Alpha Artist Proof. So 25 given to Severin, and then 4 to the Avatar of the Realm, the 4 top backers of Kickstarter. So this concept here was Dr. Jones, kitty form. So she has this cat series. Like, Severin loves painting cats, and she also painted the beers for the Bearish acrylic case company for their logo branding. So she's getting into beers now, but she always loves cats, right? She's painted 1 million cats in her career. That's kind of her thing. And this is Kitty Jones. So for those of you boomers who grew up with Indiana Jones, you know all about Dr. Jones. These young guys are like, what is this? What is this Kitty Jones? They don't even know about it, you know? I got guys that work for me, like they're in their early 20s, and they don't even know what like the movie Old School is. It's unbelievable. I got to kick them out of my office too, and get complaints from HR about the kicking. It's a disgrace. These kids these days, they don't know anything. They don't even know about Dr. Jones. But here you have the Philo Stone, the top card in all of Sorcery from Alpha, the most valuable, the most iconic, and Kitty Jones. There he is. So Dr. Jones, in one of the Indiana Jones, he's looking for the Holy Chalice, or the Holy Grail, you know? He comes upon it, and only the right guy can harness the power. Just like only the right sorcery collector will be able to harness the power of this alpha artist proof. It's like an infomercial. Only one can harness this power. You know, everyone else, they just like turn to mush. They evaporate. They get eviscerated like a scene right out of Sorcery Gothic. So it's pretty epic because you know you got the background and all the alchemical features and things that she adorned the card with around the Ouroboros, and the stone itself. So that concept is mirrored with the Ouroboros, right? The dragon Eden itself, Eden the dragon, and then the alchemical symbols she worked into the background, and then you have this epic scene where he discovers the Holy Grail. And what is the Holy Grail? It is the Philosopher's Stone itself. Genius concept. Beautiful. So really nicely done, and the sketch comes with it too. It's a nice size sketch. So how much you need to bid, Dangles? Probably 2 million. 2 million even. Straight power. All right. We got some more Kyle love. Everyone's loving on Kyle. You're the GOAT, Kyle. It's talent like yours and your wife's that keep me hooked on this game. Can't wait for Gothic. Noble, you need to get some paintings, brother. You need some altars, paintings, and artist proofs. All right. Straight power. Good call. So funny thing is, like, I had Jeff Menges on my show one time, and he said this line, and I was like, I didn't like pick up on the line. I forgot about it from the movie, and I was like, oh, you don't like snakes? And he's like, oh, no. He was like, no. I guess he just kind of moved along. He didn't remind me this from Indiana Jones, and then I realized later that there was a line from that movie. I was like, I'm a moron. I missed like the epic classic line. Yes, it does. The Day of Judgment belongs in a museum called the Arthouse. All right, Eric is in the house. Need to pair this. What are you talking about, Rolling Boulder? Hang on. Eric, what's up, man? Can you hear me? You're in. You muted? Are you hearing me? Oh, are you in? There we go.
I can hear you. Yep.
All right, nice.
You got me? You got it? Let me turn my.
You sound a little quiet. Can you turn? Any way you could turn up the audio on your side?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I got some audio switching devices.
Yeah, that's much better.
There we go.
All right, man. How is everybody hearing Eric in the chat? Eric is the guru of sample card populations and history. So he comes in for the sample pack breaks, and it's been a while since we've done one too.
Almost 2 months. Apparently, I know movies better than you too. You don't know what Rolling Boulder has to do with this.
Oh, yeah. The Rolling Boulder. I thought you meant like the card.
It's right after the scene. He switches the weight of the sand to the idol, and then still triggers the trap, and the Rolling Boulder chases him.
Yeah, it's funny because like I'm going to take the kids for the first time to Disney World this December, and they have the Indiana Jones thing where the boulder's coming down the hill and he has to kind of duck and it rolls over him. So I don't know if you've seen that at Universal Studios. It's like it's been there for decades. Nope. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So it's like a little like reenactment they do of one of the scenes from Indiana Jones, and it's a rolling boulder scene. So it's pretty sweet. So I got to show this to the kids before I end up having to ship it off. If it hits reserve, I don't know. We'll see if these guys step up. Oh, and then we had before I send this one off, I'll show Vincent Pompetti's great work with. So the Vivienne the Enchantress. Do you watch all the gameplay videos, Eric? Do you watch like a lot of YouTube? Okay. So there's this guy, Roaring Turkey, and he recently did a top 10 of Earth cards from Arthurian Legends, and he ranked this the number one card from the Earth element. Really? Yeah, he kind of explained like how it's powerful because it's like so versatile. So Vivienne has the printed abilities of all avatars and spellcasters in the realm wherever she is. So there's a lot of like use cases where that could be interesting. Like you could kind of grab like the spellcaster ability and pick up like all the different special abilities of either your opponent or yourself. Avatars and spellcasters.
I had her in my Avatar birth deck, but she didn't really get to do anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just within the Arthurian Legends set itself, not like top 10 all Earth cards overall. But yeah, really cool concept by Pompetti on this one. Beautiful.
I like the art on this one.
It's colorful. Oh, and then I got this guy, my lone magic card from the modern era. Do you see this one on the last stream?
Nope.
This is an altar from
I can't. It's too small on my
Leo.
phone. I can't see it. I'm like a blind man. This is Leo.
Did you see Wolf of Wall Street? The movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, classic scene from Wolf of Wall Street.
But only once, not like Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Indiana Jones we've all seen like hundreds of times if you're over the age of 40. All right, so we got the German pack tonight. We got it in a team bag.
German. All right, with the sticker on the front.
Yep. It's got a top loader in there for support. So the German packs had the sticker on the front. I don't have all my packs out. I just thought I'd do like a high level overview. For those that don't know what sample packs are, there's a lot of new people getting into Sorcery. These were cards that were test printed from the Chinese factory before Alpha's release. The ones with no sticker on it were the ones before Alpha. When Alpha came out, they had this security sticker on it. So it wasn't just a blank silver pack. And then the ones from Germany or various regions of Europe had this barcode sticker on the front. The ones from the US were either blank. And then I think there was a sticker on the back variant as well. And I have one of each variant. And then also the first edition print that had the art printed on it. So this one's from Germany, from the Kickstarter, which we know because there's the void sticker on the front and the barcode sticker on the front. So let me see how many people were in on this one. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 2 guys are going hard with 5 cards out of the pack, and Ian's on the wheel for 2. 15 cards. They all have 1 elite or unique. And you got the spreadsheet ready. One thing I thought would be interesting. Can you filter to the cards that were like not, do you have it as sample cards that were not in alpha or sample cards that are not in Sorcery at all still? Are those 2 separate categories you can filter by?
I have both. Yes.
Okay. So let's start with the cards that are not in Sorcery at all still. What's that list?
Okay. I have
might be able
13.
to.
You want me to read them off?
Yeah, while you're doing that, let me see if I could do this. Yeah. While you're reading those off, I will search for them on the Sorcery Community Facebook group. And I think I'll probably be able to find some of these.
All right, got 13 in alphabetical
13?
order.
Oh, okay, I'll stick to just a few of the bangers then. If you go with, let's start
they're
with
almost all bangers. I'll read them off. You can pick which ones. Alchemical Hack, Armageddon, Book of Kells, Elite Counterspell, Empyrean Net, Exceptional Counterspell, Force Field, Lord of Lies, Near Miss, Ordinary Counterspell, Sidewind, Time Stop, Unique Counterspell.
Oh my God!
So, go ahead, Mike. Just pick the few good ones out of there.
So Alchemical Hack's the first one you said, and there's only been one of these discovered. I auctioned this one. Look, on December 2nd, 2022, $700 is sold for. If I auction this right now, I'm almost certain it would go for definitely over $1,000. But someone would definitely pay like $2,000 plus for this. I'm certain. It's a Francesca Berald. It seems highly probable for Gothic, I would say, with some of like the angelic figures and the flames and I don't know if there's a lizard or like a dragon lizard or something. There's a dragon down here for sure. There's a lot going on here, man. So this says, this is an elite. Change the text of target spell or card in play by replacing all instances of one element with another permanently. Okay, so you could switch waterbound to firebound.
There were some early Magic cards that did a similar thing. So I think
that makes a lot of sense given the title. Chemical Hack, you're kind of hacking it and changing.
I think it was Magical Hack in Magic.
Oh, okay. It does something similar.
You could like change the color of a spell, like a blue spell to a red
spell. I messed this up. Hang on. All right. Oh, I messed something up. Hang on. I think I was clicked on the wrong screen and it hosed everything up. All right. This is what I want to do. All right. So Alchemical Hack. What I wanted to show was Time Stop. So I actually pulled this one.
You're the one.
That's it. The only one in the world. Amazing. Severn
you had to stand up and do a few laps after pulling that one.
Yeah. I was fired up pulling that.
That was an exciting day.
Yeah, I still have like a few prints of that too. I sold a bunch of those prints for Severn. The other one was Lord of Lies, which I did not pull. There's only one in the world of these known as well. So there's the original painting, And then the card itself, it's an elite demon, so I'd be shocked if this were not in Sorcery.
Right.
Oh, wait, I messed up the comments page. And it says, an elite demon sows his deadly deceit. Genesis, other nearby minions attack themselves. So other nearby minions, wow, attack themselves. So it's pretty probable to kind of kill off anything nearby, at least, though. So it is somewhat range limited. Oh, here's the painting by Gadu. Sick. So Gadu was not in Arthurian Legends at all, so we're excited about his return for Gothic, which, again, seems probable but is not confirmed. What else was so Near Miss? I pulled that one. That was the only one we've discovered of that, I believe, right?
Don't get much attention. Armageddon and Force Field. 2 more.
Armageddon.
To
early Magic. I can't believe Force Field's not in yet. So let me see.
I think Armageddon, didn't that one get used? The art for that get used, or am I getting it confused with a different?
Oh, there's Book of Kells. At least the that was a digital file version. That's one I auctioned, but I did not pull that one. I just sold it for somebody. There's the playmats, so I got those in the background for the break tonight. Here we go. Here's the digital version, at least. Deflect a spell to a nearby target. Unique quick magic. Yeah, an amazing Jeff Easley art. I'm working with Jeff Easley. Here it is, man. There's me and you rocking it with my short haircut. You had a short haircut too. Now we're both out of control. We got a little more height.
I saved it for today. I'm gonna shave it off tomorrow.
Yeah, that's.
I had to come on the stream with this hair.
Yeah. So we got there it is. Yeah, it was a quick magic, 0 to cast, 2 water threshold. So you play it on your opponent's turn. It's a counter spell basically, or deflect. It's a deflection, not counter. Deflect a targeted spell to a new target near the old.
Which is really, I think that's really cool with the grid. How it fits in Sorcery so well.
Yeah. To a near target.
Spells.
So it's like range limited, and it's called Near Miss. That's very clever design. All right, so Near Miss. What was the other one you just said? Force Field? I don't know if
Armageddon.
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 So didn't I do? Oh, there's Force Field. Oh, wait a second. So August 2023. Yeah, there's the Force Field. I saw this original painting. I saw all of Drew's paintings when I went to the IX art show the last couple of years. He had like a box of them. And he had like a bunch of the paintings too that were in sample cards that were not yet in the game. So it was amazing seeing those in person. I actually know who owns Ordinary Counterspell as well too. Francesca Berald. Just thinking about offering that via auction at some point. I got to hit him up actually, see if he wants to get that done. Although I don't know, it's a double-edged sword. Do you do it now or do you wait till it comes out? Because like I don't know if it'll be like a promo. There's that promo counterspell that they did with Margaret's artwork. Exceptional counterspell, I think. Did you see that one? The Margaret Organ Keen.
Let
me look up.
I've seen the card, obviously, but I don't know what the promo you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, this one, Dispel. It's an alternate artwork for Dispel now.
Oh,
but here I had the here's the cycle. So you had Ordinary, Exceptional, Elite, and then it was an Elite actually. It was her artwork, and this is Doug Kovac, so that hasn't been used yet. And have we seen a sample card of this? There is for sure.
Yeah, we've seen all 4 of the counters.
Yeah, okay. So the Kovac's artwork is in sample pack form, and then let me see, unique counterspell. I actually have I think I actually have a copy. Let me show you. Yeah. So how many unique counterspells are there?
I was just looking. 2 uniques, 2 elites.
All right. This is pretty amazing. All right, so this is one of 2 copies in the world that we know of so far. Unique counterspell. So this one actually, I don't own this. Someone sent this to me for auction. I think I actually did auction it, and it didn't hit reserve, so it just didn't sell. And this was like maybe this is probably like 2 years ago at this point. So I've just held on to it like all this time. But yeah, there's this sick artwork by Jesse Pilkus.
You're like those places at the airports where people just hold their art.
Yeah. I've been auctioning some of his artist proofs lately. He does some really cool, unique work. All right, so that one, Armageddon, is what we were going to look at. So let me go back to, and then we get into the break here. Screwing around too much per usual. Oh, we got to talk about also, how was Sorcery Con?
Awesome. Yeah, a lot of fun. Very relaxed.
Yeah, Seattle Online Cup. We had 55 people.
I saw that. Yeah. 34 were in the constructed tournament. And I don't know how many. A lot of people were in the sealed tournament also.
Yep. There it is.
Yep. Shout out to Will Jackson for coming up to me, recognized me, I assume, from his videos.
Oh, great.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
All right, so Tony Sudlow, Armageddon. This seems pretty probable for Gothic, I would think. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this one. I think I know who owns this painting as well, but I don't know that he's looking to sell. You know what? Speaking of which, I could screw around a little more because I have a spellcraft card of another Jeff Easley that we have not seen in sample card form yet. I have it in spellcraft only, and it is this one. This is actually my card. I took that picture. So the Firelands Ifrit, and then this is the original painting. And someone bought this from Jeff Easley at the IX Art Show, the one I was just talking about where I see Drew Tucker every year. And not last year, but 2 years ago, was it 2 years or 3 years now? Either 2 or 3 years ago, Jeff Easley was at the IX Art Show, and he had this painting. It must have been before I went to his booth, or maybe I didn't know his sorcery. In any case, someone bought it from him at IX. And I think so he didn't even know it was from sorcery. The guy posted it recently in like one of these magic groups or something, I think it was. And he posted this, and he all he said was like, this was a hard one to let go. So then I like got into the comments there, and I posted the picture of this card, and he had like no idea. And he's like, oh, I bought that at the IX Art Show. Jeff told me it was for a game. He's like, what game is it for? So he still had no clue it was for sorcery. And I was like, oh, sorcery contested realm, and it's not even in the game yet. But he was like, oh yeah. So he had like a personal issue where he had to let it go. He kind of needed the cash, but yeah, that's an amazing artwork. And again, it's an Ifrit. So mythic. I mean, it's probably going to be a demon in Gothic, I would think. Or a spirit. Maybe a spirit demon. I don't know if that's a thing.
Evil either way, I guess.
Yeah.
All
right.
We'll see.
So let me just make sure. All right.
Yeah. I'm going to turn off my camera for a bit because I got to try to. My screen is so small. I got to get this extra crap off of it. So.
Did you see the reveals today?
I did. I didn't I didn't have a lot of time to go in deep, but I did see them.
Yeah,
really cool.
Over 100 people like this post, man. The engagement in the community. Are you on Facebook at all, or are you just a Discord only? Oh, we lost you.
I'm Discord. I told you, you didn't hear me. I got to try to fix my screen. It's too small.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're not on Facebook. Dude, the Facebook group's popping off today. The engagement's been, it's funny because I just dropped a video yesterday about like how engagement is like a roller coaster. It ebbs and flows. So, sometimes it's like, it feels like we're on death's door. It's kind of ironic. Pun intended, really, right? Like we're on our last leg and we get popped one more time and it's over. And then other times, like the excitement's through the roof. So we got like a great reveal here with a bunch of cards, and like over 100 people were like going nuts about this all day long. And then I was just looking at the Day of Judgment like it was my job. It's like, Kyle, where's that painting at, man? Let's see that painting. So the other thing here, maybe we lost Eric for a minute, but check this out, guys. So watch this. We're on the Sorcery Community Facebook group, right? So I'm going to type in Guardians CCG and watch how many times this comes up. So posted by you, which is me in this case. So here's an interview with So Keith Parkinson was the artist and also the original creator, kind of like art director and creator of this game. And he partnered with Luke Peterschmidt, who's a game designer, to bring Guardians CCG to market and kind of develop the game with him, right? So I was like on this binge with Guardians CCG. You see this picture? Because it has that's the actual Braum Death Speaker from Sorcery, the Curio, next to 2 cards from Guardians CCG, which was the first time Guardians CCG was, or art from that game was directly inserted in the Sorcery Contested Realm with the Braum card. Shadow Warrior is what it was in Guardians. So I went on eBay. I bought like a couple boxes of Guardians. I opened some on the channel. I bought like a few of these cards. They started popping off. They became like $100 card, which is funny because it's like a dead CCG. It was like worthless before. And then like I really started deep diving. I started looking into like all these old games. Like, look, we probably have maybe art from Shadow Fist or inspiration from it. Ed Bear Jr. did art for that game. I think maybe Menges or Melissa Benson. Actually, I got some. It probably says it in the post here. Yeah, Liz Danforth, Jeff Menges, Ed Beer Jr., Margaret Organ Keene, Melissa Benson, Anson Maddox. They're all artists, and here's their cards from Shadow Fist, right? So maybe we'll see some licensed artwork make its way into Sorcery there as well. But there's those. And then I was like comparing all these cards from Guardian CCG to things that were in Sorcery, like the Holy Grail, right? That's a 1-for-1. Similar titles, and not so much mechanics, but like artistic ideas and concepts and titles. There's Keith Parkinson. So I was going through all these deep dives. Here's some like Braum art, Braum cards. You got the Sphinx, you got the Riddle Sphinx. I was analyzing all these parallels. Seer, same name, similar spellcaster type concept. Death, you had Death in Guardian CCG. That's actually a Braum artwork, I believe. Yeah, you could kind of tell just by looking at it. Seer. So Don Mites was one of the artists. We talked about Seer. And on we go, right? So I did all these deep dives. And then all of a sudden today, there's this Gothic reveal of Ghoul. And right away, I'm like, dude, that's classic Braum. So first I posted, this card looks like it's right out of Guardian CCG. Then I look into it a little more, and it's literally right out of Guardian CCG. Eric licensed this artwork from Braum, and it was also used in Guardian CCG. So it's pretty amazing. You know, I actually kind of started going on eBay, and it's like a $5 card. Watch, it'll be like a $50 card by the time we're done talking about it. Yeah, here we go. Locust Nism. Mike, you're depleting my wallet as I have to check out another CCG now. Yeah, if you're on the Facebook community group, you've already been beaten down. What happened was everyone was buying that Shadow Warrior card. And like I said, it raced to $100 for like a dead CCG. Oh, here we go. My bad, Eric. I forgot I had to add you back in. You're back.
All right. At least I can see better now.
Yeah. I don't know if you've been following along, but I was talking about like, so I don't know if I think I might have posted some of them in the Discord. So I don't know if you saw this, but I went on this kick for like a couple months where I was doing all these deep dives. Like I bought like a few boxes of Guardian CCG, and I was looking at all the cards, and there was all these parallels to Sorcery. So I was doing all these comparisons. And now this new Sorcery card that came out, Ghoul, is a licensed artwork from Braum, Gerald Braum, who did this art. He used this artwork for Guardians. And actually there's binders with that artwork. There's like deck boxes with that artwork on it. So people are probably going to go buy all these accessories now. It'd be pretty funny. I think it was made by Ultra Pro.
Those are now Sorcery accessories.
Yeah, Hyborian Gates has Sorcery art. Yep. So I actually have a box or two of Hyborian up on the shelf. I was going to dig into that, but I bought some of the Boris art. All right, I've been talking too much. My throat's actually starting to hurt.
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. I know. I'm talking a mile a minute here, man. I got to chill. All right, so we're going to go with the Philo mats. I have.
So we got 2 whales, you said, right? 2 whales with 5 packs.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about, I'm going to like label. I got my labels printed, but I got to get them on the top loaders. So tell me a bit about Sorcery Con Unland Cup in Seattle. You were there this past weekend. Our organizer one of our organizers, Alex, one of the co-founders of Sorcery Con, won the whole thing, right? But you did pretty well.
Not a surprise. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, I got 3rd or 4th place, depending how you count it, but we didn't fight it out. So
what was the prize? Did you get any prize? So did you which playmat did you take home?
This one.
Kythera? Nice, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So we played it. They filmed it. Rose City Gaming or something like that. Rose City Sorcery. They have a YouTube channel. They filmed the game on the playmat. And then they filmed the finals on the Philosopher's Stone playmat.
Yeah, Alex shared the final match, but I think the guy Rose City you're talking about posted the other matches. So I got to get those. I got to share that on the community group and the Discord so people can watch that.
Yeah, I haven't had time to watch mine. I think he was in the middle. He's just editing one at a time and posting it.
Oh, okay.
It's ready. I haven't had time to look over mine yet. I have 3 matches on there.
Yeah, so I donated. What's that?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I did this collaboration with Severin on those playmats, and then I donated with her approval, we donated enough for the top 4 matches and the final match, and then we sent enough so both people that competed, win or lose, in the top 4, and then in the final match got to take home. So the top 4 was the Kythera. Was Bower of Bliss used too? I think I sent off those as well.
No.
Okay.
Not in the constructor. I don't know if it was used in the other one.
I can't remember if I sent that. I might have ended up sending just Kythera and the Philosopher's Stone. So the top 4 was
top
Kythera.
4 got Kythera, and then the top 2 got Philosopher's Stone. So they got both. The top 2 got got both playmats.
Yeah, they ended up getting
and
Kythera.
The top 8 all got a box of Arthurian Legends.
Oh, nice. Oh no, Bauer, says Dan. Yeah, I guess I didn't send the Bauer. So I got a second print of those coming. It's interesting. The Kythera that you have, that was the one. I got sample playmats of those sent to me, like you typically want to do with these playmat manufacturers. Make sure you like the color values and whatnot, saturation, things like that. So they sent me these samples, and they were great. I chose this. I went with one vendor for the one that has my logo in the middle, that I often use for the breaks and stuff, and then I went with one vendor for those, and then for the other ones, like this one without the logo in the middle, I went with this other vendor because I really like the quality and the colors that they came up with. But then they sent me the prints, the full production run, like 300 mats almost, and the Philo Stone is pretty reasonably close, and the Bower of Bliss, but the Kythera, like the one you just showed, it was like a lot darker, like a lot more toned down compared to the more saturated one. So now they're doing like a reprint of everything, and I should get those in July, probably, hopefully, within a month, and then I could fill those pre-orders.
Yeah, it's really dark. I like how it looks. I didn't compare it to the card, but it's dark. But rich.
Standalone, it looks great. Like at first, I was like, shit. I talked to Severin, and we were gonna throw them all out. We're like, it's not. It doesn't look like the sample, and we advertised this certain saturation and color values, so I wasn't comfortable just sending that out. So I worked with the printer, and I said, we got to get these reprinted. They agreed, and then I gave people a choice, and some people chose that one. And like I say, when you see it just by itself, it looks awesome in its own right. But I had the sample card in my mind, and that's what I advertised. So that's what I wanted to give people the option at least. So now I'm going to get a whole new print of all those. And then some people, it's like the beta cards, like wave 1, 2, and 3. Some people wave 1 because it's more like alpha, it's more toned down, and others like a lot more vivid, saturated wave 3. So personal preference thing. All right. So we're all labeled up. We'll shuffle the wheel. Actually, what I should do is open the pack. Yeah, sorry. So I cut you off. Tell me more about Sorcery Con while I open this pack. Any interesting takeaways, highlights?
I mean, it's the first time I really interacted with artists myself. I mean, I see it all the time, obviously, in your channel, but personally, we had 3 artists there. One Brian was there for all 3 days, and then Margaret was there for 2 days, and then Brian Smith was there for just 1 day. Got a chance to talk to them all, and well, you saw my commission there on the post on Discord for Dan.
Yeah, it's nice of you to do.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing Eric okay? You sound a little faint to me again.
Okay, I can get
people in the chat hear him.
Sit forward a little, but yeah, I did that because Brian Smith, he thought he recognized, he thought he knew me because he recognized my hair. So
he recognized you from the channel?
from my hair. Like he didn't know where. He thought we met in Vegas or something.
Oh.
So
I'm not sure which artists like watch my channel or not. So some of them recognize you from being on here too.
Maybe. I don't know if he didn't know where it was from but
yeah.
I figured it's because Dan's always posting pictures on Discord.
That could be it too. He's in my Discord as well. I don't know how often he's in there, but he's there and he's on Facebook. Dan shares your stuff on Facebook sometimes too. I don't know if you wanted me to know that. It's not frequent.
I'm sure he does. Probably other places too.
Yeah.
Wherever he can.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw. Were you guys playing like outdoors the other night?
Yeah, we were at a little kind of bar and pizza place.
That looked like a nice
spot.
It's
pretty full, but they have outdoor tables.
What's the weather like in Seattle area these days?
Right now, it's nice and cool. It was sunny that day. Sometimes cloudy, sometimes sunny. We had a couple really hot days. I don't know what in the 90s or something.
Oh wow!
But it's cooled back down now.
It's northeast, yeah. So I bet your weather's fairly similar to, or northwest. Sorry, probably similar to where I'm at in the northeast.
Yeah, the extremes aren't as much. Like as we get off the Pacific Ocean, we're real close to there, so the temperatures are they're warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer.
Okay.
So it's real comfortable. But we are getting a few hot days a year, and very sunny and dry in the summer.
I have to peel this lip up. I try to keep the face of it clean, so that's why people are probably like, "What's wrong with this moron?" Preserve the pack face.
Only if they're new. The others have seen you go through this every time.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Make sure there's 15 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Not a single Atlas site. Wow.
Oh.
So I'm not sure what that means. Do you have an accounting of the packs that did not? Sometimes there's not an elite or unique. There's an extraordinary or I don't know if there was an extra exceptional, but is there a correlation, I wonder, of like with those packs? Did they have no Atlas sites, or do we not have that information?
I don't have it ready. I'd have to look it up. There haven't been many, so there's never been an issue with any exceptionals. Always exactly 3.
Okay.
There's been maybe
so it's an extraordinary
with a missing card, and there's been a few with extraordinary.
Gotcha.
I'd have to go through and look at each individual one to see about the sites. I probably don't have that information for as many. I don't have all the ordinaries.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so 15 cards in the pack. It's just like the alpha packs, guys. We have we're expecting 11 ordinaries, 3 exceptionals, and 1 elite or unique slot. So the elites and uniques, what is the largest population of any given elite or unique at this point?
Okay, let me see. So
if you have that data for each rarity, elite, unique.
We have 1 unique with 4 pulls. We have 2 elites with 4 pulls.
Sorry, what was that? I talked over you.
4 is the most. Unique. For elite and unique, 4 is the most. 1 elite, 1 unique, 2 elites. And for exceptional, the most is 8. Only one of them pulled 8 times.
Oh my god.
And for ordinary, I've got 20. 2 ordinaries have been pulled 20 times. It might be more than that because I've gone off the end of my map here.
So let me just emphasize the point there. We got some people, they get like a sample card from Rudy, or I don't know, they participate in the breaks, or maybe they had like a pack from the Kickstarter pledge. There was 100. So let me start there. The 4 top backers got 12 sample packs each. And then there was the collector tier got 4 packs each. There were 24 of those people that got 4. And then there was 100 people in the early bird, as I recall, that got 1 pack. 1 pack across 100 people. Some people double pledge, so roughly 100 people. And then what you just said is this is our 34th official like break opening. I've also opened a few packs beyond that for people that I just sold a pack to, and they let me open it on the channel and then send them the cards. So I've opened like roughly 35, 36, 37 packs, something like that. And there's been a lot open in general that you've tracked the data for. And across all of how many total packs do you have an accounting of? Do you have that number?
Yep, I've got 97 of the pledge packs.
Wow.
And then 15 silver packs and 45 art packs.
So 97.
For a total of 157, counting the one we're about to open. 157.
157 packs?
Of all three types. Yep.
Wow. All right.
97 of the 244.
Okay, so across 157 packs, what you just said is there is no exceptional card that numbers in the double digits population-wise. The most of any single card is 8 copies. So these people selling them for like $100, $200. I mean, that's absolutely insane. If you see it that low, in my opinion, I mean, that's an absurd steal. Like exceptionals should start at a few $100 with that kind of single-digit population. Think about all the people that are into sorcery. Even today is a niche game. I mean, if the game has success, that I think those are going to have value. They'll just be so rare. If people are interested in collecting them, it's all about demand, really. But like on that sheer pop size, historic cards are always very interesting for games that are around for many years. So if you think sorcery is going to be around for a long time, whether it becomes a large game or stays more passionate niche, like I think that's going to be significant.
Yep. And we're not going to get more samples either as the new sets come out.
They'll never reprint the alpha samples. What's Chapman
or give new samples either for the new sets. They're not going to release the sample cards for those either.
Oh, Brian Bleaky. Mike, how did you get so many if top pledge was only 12? Dude, I just made it rain on people for years. Yeah, I just bought tons of packs.
And then investing.
Yeah. And then, I mean, because there's been interest in the break, so I really got to like thank like a lot of the really loyal like Patreon supporters and like several guys that are super into sample packs are like been a part of a lot of breaks. There's actually been a rotation of that. Like two of the top guys, the two top sample pack sample card collectors that I know of are not even participating in this break. So there's been like a healthy rotation and evolution of people that are into sample cards over the years. Now we're talking in years now, man. We're years in.
Years.
Isn't that wild? Seems like Kickstarter was like last year.
Right.
With the pace, I mean, with the pacing of sets, I guess we're always going to be under that delusion. Disorienting. Oh, what? So ordinaries? How many did you say was the max pop of ordinaries?
20.
20? Wow.
20, yep.
So 20 of those. That's nuts. You got a question. Did Eric include those samples opened by Team Covenant? Yep, that's in there.
Yep.
Team Covenant's in there. Simon opened a pack on YouTube with Red Zone Rogue. Or was that a pre-con? Those are pre-cons.
That was the pre-con.
Yeah.
And none of those numbers count in the pre-cons. So all the numbers I gave are just packs.
Okay. So pre-cons might take some of the exceptionals into double digits. We're talking just from the packs. And the pre-cons were a little different. I think technically, actually, I could get it out, but I won't. In the interest of time, I own like a set of the pre-con decks now, all 4 decks of sample packs. And some say that like the corner rounding is like slightly different from pack to pre-cons. But I haven't analyzed that in years.
Okay. I didn't mention that. There's other ways you can tell.
Okay.
That the printing is different.
All right, let's go to the wheel. We got about 30 people. Pretty good turnout tonight. I think we peaked at like 40 some at one point. I'm going to close Discord so we don't get those bleeps. All right. First off the wheel, we're about an hour and 15 minutes in, so we're right on schedule. Dark Horse. He only has 1 in the pack.
All right.
And he's right on top here, too. All right.
He lives up to his name. What's the...
Yeah. Dark Horse. Let's see if he lives up to it.
Dark Horse.
Right off the top. Ogre Goons, a classic by Jeff Menges. Ordinary monsters are out of control. So this is the one where they changed the type line text and the mechanics slightly, I believe. These goons must attack an enemy if able.
Okay, yeah, they're just generic. They don't have any special text now.
What is that? You got quiet again.
They don't have any special text now. They're just a generic.
Oh, okay.
But that's the 12th card. So
wow, 12 copies.
The most we have is 20 ordinaries, but this is just 12, which is pretty average.
Yeah, still very rare. Yeah. 12 copies. I love the artwork on this. Underappreciated because it's just like actually, I bet it's 3/3 now, right? This was actually a more powerful card with four stats for only 3 cost.
Right. Yeah, I think it might even be 2/2.
Yeah, they really nerfed a lot of these. All right, solid hit. Philostone AP is at 1,200. Is that right? Who's bidding? You guys are bidding while I'm live? It's not quite at reserve yet. It's early. This is a weekend. You know what? I thought about running this one. Let me go to the auction. Oh, Baba Yager. Spiel Rahu. Since it is 11:25. Oh. I guess I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's in a different time zone or something. It doesn't make sense, 11:25. We've had some growth. Oh, Ian. I switched off the wheel like mid-spin. All right, so Ian's up. All right, stop distracting me, Dangles. That guy's always talking smack. It's because he's like 12 years old. Can't control his emotions. I'm always busting his chops in a Discord. I think he's mad young.
Retires.
Mad young. Yeah. I'm going to retire by the time he graduates high school. All right. C-Raider.
Oh, C-Raider.
So our first exceptional. I have the original sketch for this one laying around somewhere. I got to close Discord again. Keeps beeping. Tony Sudlow.
Looks really dark. It's 6th copy of C-Raider.
6? Okay. Wow. So super rare, exceptional again. Whenever this raider deals damage to an enemy minion or avatar, you may pillage the top card from their atlas or spellbook. Set it aside until the end of the turn and treat it as if it were in your hand. So let me see if that.
I love the color. It's basically the same effect now.
That was a mouthful.
I like the language there, the colorful language.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Let me see if I'm sure they didn't retain that, right? Whenever C-Raider attacks and kills an enemy, its controller discards their topmost spell. Come on, man. How do you get rid of pillage?
Yeah, I know. Pillage a card. That's so awesome.
Yeah, this is where maybe it got in their head a little bit. A lot of people were saying like, oh, the terminology is unclear. And like they were really all about the flavor early on. And they were willing to make those compromises on clarity for the sake of having like a super flavorful. And that's also like a lesson from Guardian CCG, which is a very flavorful game. I think Eric took some notes from them on that. So, yeah, the story time here on this one a little bit. The C-Raider original sketch by Tony Sudlow. When this was commissioned, it was called Holmganger, and that was the name of the first champion prize card from the first alpha store.
Yeah,
that artwork by Vincent Pompetti. That was also that was also called the Holmganger before he changed it to the champion. And that is the name of Eric's BGS registry, Holmganger.
Oh, okay.
But although he actually changed it, I think again to
the sorcery,
worked like Sorcery Contested Realm into it. So it's like
he's using it to advertise.
Yeah, if people want to go like find like the most rare, highest graded Magic card, Magic collection of all time, they're going to see Sorcery Contested Realm in the registry name. I gotta like, I don't know if I ever talked to Eric about that. It's freaking hilarious.
It is.
I talked about it on
the channel. Pulled that recently in Pack Break. This is Pack Break 34. You pulled that in 29 and 30. That C-Raider.
For what?
You pulled the C-Raider in Pack Break 29 and 30.
Oh, okay.
So of the 6 copies, the 3 of them have just been pulled by you this year.
I pulled 3 of the 6 this year.
Yep.
That's insane. All right, so Pyle got the exceptional. He pillaged the top card of the spell deck. And now he's pillaging once again. Hurricane. Okay, so I know I've pulled several of these, I believe. This is just in an ordinary. The name changed.
Yep, and the rarity changed. Well, you pulled 4 in a row. We're up to 15 copies now, and you've pulled in the last 4 breaks. You pulled one.
Wow. Okay, so I pulled this a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
on
also
average, it should be
sold...
one every 10 packs. Every ordinary you get about
Okay.
once every 10 packs.
Wow. So that's a hell of a streak. Yeah, I sold this painting as well to Maggio. I think he posted publicly, so I could say he's down in Puerto Rico. Longtime Patreon guy. He's always wanted my
That's
Keith
another. That's Pompetti too, right?
What's that?
That's a Pompetti too, right?
Yeah, Pompetti. Yep. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get Matt T. Matt T is 5. So we still hopefully have 2 exceptionals. We should have 2 exceptionals no matter what, and then we'd be expecting an elite or unique still. I think I had 1 pack where we didn't have a elite or unique, and then there was...
Yeah, I was on that pack.
Someone else had that misfortune as well. Ooh, enlarged. Oh, so this became a unique, but it's an exceptional, and it's quick magic. So you notice the 0 casting cost. You can play it on your opponent's turn. So on your opponent's turn, you get attacked, and then you could buff one of your minions by 7 power. Just slam his face. Isn't that hilarious? Like, so like anything, like you could have some big ass minion picking off some weenie minion, and then you like pop it for 7 and take it down. That would have been a really fun. They should have kept that for the.
It is basically it's a unique now, and I think it gives +6 instead of +7, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not quick magic, so you can only play it.
Oh, it's not quick. Oh, right, yeah. Well, Valor kind of does something similar now. I think it's +4. Does it? So there's in AL there's a card Valor that does that.
Yeah. Yeah, Timbo Slice is saying that used to be
I got
OP.
hit by it twice last night, so I'm pretty familiar with it.
Oh, yeah, Timbo. It's Stormy Seas now is Hurricane. He said this was OP as hell. So you could have 3 of these in your deck, and then, like, imagine getting attacked by some big minion on some, like, poor helpless weenie minion, and you just destroy it. All right.
So there's 7 copies of that, and that was in the pre-cons too. That's one of only 3 cards where we have 2 copies from the silver packs. Those original first printing silver packs. Had 2 copies there.
All right, so Matt T. He's getting a little carried away. Where is my oh, it only shows up on... Oh, okay, hang on. My beta comment stream went down somehow. I got to revive it. So next comment that gets typed, we'll make it onto the monitor. All right, Matt T. Getting DMs over here. A cursed albatross. So our 3rd exceptional. Now all the money is in the leader unique if it's in the pack, or else we're gonna hit a bunch of ordinaries.
Right. 7 copies. There could be an ordinary counterspell in there.
Yeah. Some of the ordinaries are big.
That's around $1,000, I think it usually sells for.
Yep. That was a big card. Counterspell. Ordinary counterspell. All right, so a cursed albatross, another Pompetti. Airborne. When a minion kills this albatross, all of that minion's nearby allies die. Wow. That's an interesting effect.
Yep. It's basically the same now. Wording's a little different.
Yeah. It's defensive, though, so it's hard to control unless you could force something to attack. Yeah.
You can attack them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when a minion kills it. Yeah, so you could attack into it. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Does this see much play? I kind of like the effect on that.
It should see more play, probably. It's a little expensive. It's 3-1 now. It looks like it's at a 4-1. But it's airborne, so a lot of minions can't get rid of it. And it's not just minion either. It's like if your avatar kills it, it also still kills all the minions around your avatar.
Yeah.
So it probably should see more play than it does.
Yeah, that's nice. All right. Said I thought.
It's a cool idea too. It's like the one who kills it is cursed, and then everyone else around them.
Yeah, accursed.
Yeah, it's a neat idea.
At the end, I'm going to show you some artist proofs. Yeah, some artist proofs from Elvira Palakowska. All right, so Matt T. Painted proofs. Cauldron Crones. Okay, so another ordinary. Spellcaster, Ordinary Mortals, Brewing with Ill Intent. Yeah, these
9
2 flame
copies.
figures. How many?
9.
Wow, single digits
Very
for an
rare
ordinary.
one. Yep, and not in the pre-counts, so that's it. 9 is all there is.
So Drew recently posted on my art market page. He's got some paintings for sale. The some good deals too. Some are priced very high, like as if he doesn't want to sell them. So I didn't. He was texting me the other day. He's like, "What?" He asked me if it's cool to post. I was like, "Oh yeah, of course." And then I didn't ask him no, like why, like he has a couple up there for like 30 grand, the Fomorians. So I don't know if it's just he doesn't want to sell it, or it's also like 2 paintings though. So I don't know if he's offering both or what the deal is. Oh, Pile again.
I mean, you can always lower the price later.
Yeah, I saw those on display at the IX Art Show. They look great. Undertaker Engine Elite. There it is.
All right.
An elite relic of possessed Cryptacy. Jesse Pelkis. At the end of your turn, burrow or unburrow target nearby minion. This includes the engine itself. Wow.
You know what? That's the first time that's ever been pulled. It's not on my list.
Wow. First ever Undertaker engine. Unbelievable. Jesse Pelkis. A 1 of 1, guys. 1 of 1 known to be pulled at least. There's still a few sample packs out there in the wild, but so Pile Crush. So it's funny because Pile was in my alpha box break last week, and he got absolutely nuked. Like he pulled absolute garbage. It was funny because like the first half of the box was loaded with foils. I pulled an Eric's Curiosa, a lot of like banger cards, and like some really good foils too. And then he comes up, and I think like in 10 packs or so, maybe 15, he got like no foils whatsoever. And here he gets the only Undertaker engine in the world. So the 2 guys that I told you that did not participate in this break, they're going to want this. The one guy's gunning for a master set or a play set, excuse me, of I just freaking dropped the card. A play set of sample cards. So he's going like super hard. And the other guy's just trying to get one copy of everything.
Jeez.
So yeah, that's big, man.
He made it going for a while.
Good
luck to them. I wish them well.
Yeah, he had it's like played now. So he paid for 5 packs, 1,500 to 300 a card. I mean, that's easily probably. I mean, someone would pay again at least that, if not 2+ on that. Only copy. There's only one way to get it. It only takes one person. All right, well, I'm glad we got an Elite or Unique. Now we're hoping for Ordinary Counterspell would be a big hit. I think the Wolpertinger is an Ordinary. There's some interesting cards that were not in Alpha. Oh, it's exceptional. Okay, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Matt T. All right.
There's a few cool ones. Hang Glider is Ordinary.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. Ooh, Disenchant. That's a nice one for an Ordinary. Quick Magic.
All right.
And it destroys target aura or relic, which would have been pretty powerful. Get rid of the ring. Everyone hates the ring as soon as it comes into play.
Yep, a lot of disenchants now. It's
yep,
staple.
All right, back to the wheel. Yeah, the Undertaker engine is the first ever pulled in the world. First ever. Elite. The Elites are stupid rare. Just like the Uniques. What do you think a complete set of samples is worth? Dude, incalculable. We don't even know how many are out there technically because I'm still discovering them, which is unbelievable. All this time, man. You said there's been over like 150 packs opened or something like that? 150 some?
Yeah, 157.
157 packs, and we're still discovering cards that have never, ever been pulled to our knowledge unless they were done privately. Cloud Spirit, beautiful artwork.
One of my favorite arts.
Yep. Mikhail Nagy-Paul. I got to get Mikhail back on the show. He's going to an event in the Netherlands, I think. It must be Sorcery Fest or something, I guess.
Huh.
So it'll be great to see him. He came to Sorcery Con Las Vegas. Froglord. That's right, Dan.
Right. Yeah, Dan 14 copies of Cloud Spirit.
14. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're going with.
Dan was all about that. He was excited.
That's the wrong pile. The wrong pile for pile. All right. Root Spider, Melissa Benson.
Yeah.
It's always great to have a Benson. This was in the pre-con decks, I believe.
Not in pre-con decks?
No, I mean like in the alpha pre-con decks.
Oh, okay.
So
yes.
Card to see a lot of play as people learn in the game. If this spider, or maybe I'm thinking of the Scorpion, or no. I don't know. I forget if Root Spider is. It might be in the pre-cons of the sample packs too.
No, it's not in the pre-con sample.
Yeah, he's saying it's not possible because like the two guys that own like all the sample cards are kind of like counteracting each other and making it impossible to get a complete set because they both have like a bunch of one of ones.
The elites are especially. How are you going to get a playset of elites? They're just as rare as the uniques are.
All right, 5 cards and
Root Spider. 15 copies of Root Spider. Okay. It's exceptional in alpha.
All right, Ghost Pants. How many? 15?
15.
Okay. All right, Ghost Pants. We're looking for an ordinary counter spell.
Ghost Pants is here. All right.
Is he in the chat?
That name.
Cave Trolls.
Cave Trolls.
Drew Tucker. We're just talking about him. So this one sold long ago, I believe. I don't think he has that. Or actually, I don't know if he might have kept this one. I think he was pretty partial to the art on this. He just enjoys it.
14 copies.
14, okay. Not bad. All right. 4 names left on the wheel. Need a drink here. Matt T. I think this is Matt's last from the pack. Pyle's got one left from the pack. All right. Matt T. Last of his is Muck Lampreys. That's a popular one. They were talking about on Philosopher Card's YouTube channel the other day. So I think he's super into this one, or one of his followers is.
It's one of the rarest samples. It's only the 8th copy.
Wow, 8 copies. So you see, like I'll show you something rare. There we go. All right. Not my 20, not my tax statements. I had the tax statements. I had to pay my estimated income tax. My quarterly taxes. So I had that at
Sorcery Con.
All right, so let's find the Muck Lampreys sketch. Is in this pile somewhere. From Vasily.
A lot of sketches.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, this was a smaller one. There's the Lampreys. Yeah, a bunch. So I got a bunch of his alpha sketches, but also his Arthurian legends because Eric. Hang on. Yeah, Eric. I'm going the right way. Okay. Eric owns all his paintings. He just had one in the dust store, the Briar Patch, which did we know that existed, or did that just come out as a dust promo? Because the Briar Patch is it's a Drew Tucker artwork. I don't know if we knew.
Yeah, it's definitely an alt art. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an alt art.
When the reveal was.
The Drew Tucker one is the one. There you have it there. Muck Lampreys with the original sketch. The original print with the original sketch. Pretty awesome. I'm holding it the right way. I took some pictures of it inverted when he did some
very similar. Yeah, he really painted according to the sketch.
Yeah, some of it's obscured by the text box. But you can see that is the final art concept, essentially, that he went with.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Matt T. Burrowing and Submerge. 2 to cast, 2 power. What's they have in here? All right. Back to the action. Back to the wheel. 3 to go. Has the has the art for Undertaker engine been used or seen anywhere? Yeah, it's in alpha.
I mean, it's an alpha card. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Card.
V22.
It's not a very common card. Not very popular.
Yeah, it's just doesn't see a lot of play.
It's expensive.
Okay. Oh, Men of Lang. That's a classic.
Yes, like 14 copies. The Undertaker engine, it costs 7 mana, and you can't. Philosopher's Stone doesn't make it cheaper because it doesn't have any colors artifact. It only has 4 power, but it has a really powerful ability. You can burrow and unburrow any number of things on the site.
Is the casting cost that's the issue?
Yeah, I think so.
7 to play. Well, at least the sample is 7.
7 for a 4 power minion.
Yeah. All right, pile, and then Ian will be last, and then we'll show some artist proofs. Wondering if I gotta see. Let's see what I want to reveal. Miracle Workers, Jeff Menges. So we hit a few Menges and Drew Tucker. It's the classic old school pack here, and then Melissa Benson with the Root Spiders.
All right. 13 copies. Before that, it was all Pompetti C related.
13. All right, Ian, to close us out. Gotta wait for it.
Sure does take its time
all
at
right.
the end.
Confirmed. All right, here we go. Bridge Troll. That's a classic, man.
That was an ordinary.
That is a classic.
Bridge Troll. So this is the one that's 14 copies, but this is the one that was missing from the silver packs.
Oh, that's a Vasily? You're gonna make me get the Vasily. I think I got the sketch for that one too. Hang on.
Yeah.
I was for some reason it triggered in my mind the toll bridge from Marta.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's very sensitive to those kind of things.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we have a bridge troll and a troll bridge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the sketch of this bad boy. That's a classic. I like the Vasily trolls. They're pretty sweet. It was kind of cool that that Marta had one too. All right. Some AL. Here we go. Oh, Shifting Sands. We were talking about that earlier. So I'm going to zoom out again here a bit. And this looks like it's the final version of it as well. All right. The Bridge Troll.
That's a very detailed sketch.
What a guy. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Cool looking troll, the hands.
I'd love to see the original painting of that. It must look awesome. I don't know what Eric's doing with those. Maybe they'll all be giveaways in time. He has more paintings he can handle. All right. So that's the break. Recap, and then I'll show you some artist proofs for the closing here. All right, so we got Bridge Troll, Miracle Workers, Men of Lang, Lampreys, Trolls, Root, Cloud, Disenchant. That was the big hit. The Undertaker. Oh, losing focus. Okay, Undertaker, Cauldron, Accursed, Enlarge, which is an exceptional. So had a rarity change, Hurricane, Sea Raider, and Goons. So the Undertaker engine was the big one.
Yeah, some nice
and an elite,
too.
Not a unique. Yeah, some very rare exceptionals.
Same thing in sample packs.
I've never pulled any of these, any of the gems in 34, 35, 36 packs, whatever it's been.
What? You never pulled a single gem?
Never pulled a gem, nope. Which is unbelievable because they're exceptionals, but there's only...
Yeah, and the Earthward gem is the one that's been pulled the most. There's 8 copies of Earthward gem.
8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But only one of, I think it's the Air gem, I think. Only
Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta get Leo up in that action. There we go. There we go. The fifth gem. There it is. There.
Only one copy.
On the box. There's the 5th gem. That's hilarious. All right, so let's go to the Palakowska proof. So a bunch of these sold. Let me put the like versions together.
Okay, this isn't a first-time reveal. Okay.
Yeah, I did a direct sale within the Patreon, but for like a week, and now like an early access sale. But now I'm going to open up these for direct sale. I auctioned.
Okay.
The plan with Elvira Palakowska was to auction like her high end. There's a few high end ones I offered direct, like Lord of the Void and stuff, but several I auctioned. These ones will be for direct sale, and they're pretty reasonable too. I think she priced the elites. The uniques were 400, elites were 350, and ordinary or exceptional were 300, which is I think that's stupid cheap for a card with art on it, original art, and they're the painted artwork. So you got the land deed.
Oh,
that's a really cool concept. So that one's elite. So $350.
You used to do sketches, right?
Yeah, ink sketches. So now on the land deeds, this set she did all painted. So that's the Imperial Seal. Those are pretty nice. Yeah. All-terrain vestments. The concepts on these were pretty cool too. Has like a shimmer effect a little bit under the right lighting. All-terrain. She did a few with like the Starry Night type scene and kind of like it's kind of like
Lord of the Void's
the
background from
Lord of the Void and River Styx. She had like similar concepts across a few of those, so they pair well with that. The Lord of the Void had that concept and was scooped up. So the Haste Eagle, this card gets no love, but like she has a lot of really awesome ink sketches and painted concepts. Especially this one here is one of my favorites. The eagle with the key. Yeah, it's beautifully done. It's about 16. The Mariner's Curse. A lot of people really love the original artwork of the Mariner's Curse. So there's the mermaids watching the ship get rocked. This one was pretty cool.
Nice.
The anchor digging down in that beast. All right, Great Wall. This is the unique. These are really nice. This one showing the other side of the wall. The demon got over the wall, I guess, on this one. So all the demons are working in the fog in the back. And then this one here is really cool too.
Yeah.
Approaching the wall. Battering ram. The castle approaching the hill. These are just ordinaries, I think, but nice concepts. Or no, exceptional, actually.
Exceptional.
And then the ballista was the last one. So this one was, that's pretty nice artwork there.
Nice, yeah.
She did some where she did kind of like a schematic type concept on some of these on the ink sketches. So these are pretty different. Right. Yeah. They're firing up to the castle on the ledge. It's got almost like an Arthurian like crossover vibe with some of her concepts from Arthurian.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, these are more the types that I would get. I like the colors. So.
It really adds a lot in color. They really pop like in a binder. Or I guess, did you see this guy Neil at Sorcery Con? He's one of the Beast of the Bay old schoolers. He has a full deck.
I talked to him quite a bit. Yep.
You see the full deck of
running there both. Was he the one with the full deck?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think I saw that.
You didn't see it?
No.
He took a few pictures and posted it in the Discord, but he has like a full deck of altars and artist proofs, I think. So it's pretty slick. Yep. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on and give us the pop reports. It's always a ton of fun. And I don't know, getting low on inventory on these sample packs. I got to start acquiring again, maybe.
I think there's a few on the Discord for sale.
Is there? Oh, I got to check that out.
Last time I checked, there's the 3 of them out there that hadn't been selling. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the demand is.
Time to pick them up.
Yeah, maybe. The demand is tough. Like not a lot of people willing to drop whatever people are asking now.
Yeah, it's around 4,000.
3, 4, 5 at peak. So it got pretty wild. But yeah, it's fun to do every once in a while. I'll probably open up another alpha break this weekend. We'll do that next Friday night. But
yeah, nothing like an alpha break in those things.
Yeah, there's a lot of great hits you could pull in alpha. The samples are just, it's so interesting that you can still pull like first ever hits, like cards people have literally never seen before.
Yep.
It's wild.
I'm still expecting a few more.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we're working hard on Sorcery Con. We hope to make an announcement on that. It's going to be probably late January, I think is what we're targeting. We're trying to narrow down the city. So if you're ever up for traveling, I don't know if we're going to come. If we did like Vegas area again, we probably wouldn't do it on the strip. We'd do it in like Reno or something like off strip in the general area is like one of the contending options still. We were really looking close at Nashville, but it's like super expensive to go there. And it can be kind of cold seasonally in January.
Right. I think we're somewhere warm-ish.
Yeah, like New Orleans is an option. New Orleans, but that's like so far south that it's a little less convenient for travel. Like the location of Nashville's really good for central and like the northeast, the whole eastern coast, really, southeast and northeast, and east central or whatever. Those are probably some of the leading options. Like Dallas or Philly area could be a thing, but it then becomes like a less attractive destination. Some people like to bring a spouse or kids, to justify the trip. Do some things on the side, parlay it. So we'll see. We're trying to narrow it down because we want to like promote it well and hopefully get several hundred people coming out again. And I got to work with the artists too to nail down a bunch of artists, which I think they're raring to go and really excited. So,
awesome.
Yeah, man. Thanks again for coming on. It's a good time. Thanks for everybody for tuning in.
Yeah. You're welcome. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for
having
having
a good
me.
weekend, man.
Yep.
Take care, everybody.
Right.
Happy Father's Day to you and the other fathers out there.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, man. Take care. See ya.
Bye.
Later.